Trying to find stuff and can't. It's not showing up. Hmm. Oh, there it was. I don't know what I did to get there. There it is. I muted. Hey Denise, how are you? It's your favorite Denise.
Hi, Denise.
Hey, are you in the middle of or in the pathway of a tornado? Did I see that on your page?
Hi,
Hey
Spring.
Spring, how are you? I figured you'd be out feeding horses right now. Denise, are you in the line for tornadoes? Was that in your area? Ugh, girl. Hi Shatika, how are you? Happy crocheting. Yep, yep, yep. What are you guys working on? Denise, how often do you get a tornado warning? Seems like you guys get a lot of them. Aw, she's gonna feed the poppers. We love the poppers. What are you working on, guys? What are you making? This is what I'm working on. I'm working on amigurumi. It's very, very thrilling, right? It's all tan right now. The worst is over. I think just have to feed the dogs in the rain when this goes down. We've had a lot of rain. We've had like buckets of rain. It's been, I know I said that last week, but it's been off and on all day, just like it would rain, 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 pour the rain, then stop for a little bit, pour the rain. And honestly, I'm a little concerned because the rivers were super high yesterday. So hopefully some of that water will move on out before the water comes down off the mountains into the river because it'll be super high if not. Um, and then I think it's supposed to drop colder tonight, so yippee.
Yay.
Yep. It's been like spring, near summer weather here, beginning of summer, like, you know, 60s,
It
70s,
felt
something like
so
that.
good outside. I put my sunroof open.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that. Well, Miss Thing put her sunroof open. She has an older car. Thank you, Spring. She has an older car, and hi, Kelly. How are you? Welcome in. She has an older car. It's a 2004
For Subaru
junk.
Outback.
No, it's not junk. It really isn't. And so she put the sunroof open yesterday, and then she come home and she had to go back out for a meeting, and she's all frustrated because her sunroof wouldn't close. And I'm like, was that yesterday? Day before yesterday.
Day before
Day before
yesterday.
yesterday. And I'm like, what did we learn? We don't
Never
open a sunroof because it's
open
an
the
old vehicle.
sunroof because it's very old and it likes to break.
So they had to take the Allen wrench and manually, the three of them took turns rotating it around so that it would close on its own and she's not allowed to touch it again. But yeah. What are you guys working on? Let us know what you're working on. Yes, please. Thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. Tell us what you're working on. And while we're in here, I gotta go out for just a second and look for something. We had a question on the group earlier, and I gave what information I knew, but I thought maybe you guys might have others. Um, let me find it. Where is it? Hold on. Carrie Ann is looking for a. She wants to do an Afghan that's a heart words, a heart pattern, but farm chores, absolutely. Yep. Feed the animals, take care of them. Um, she wants to do a heart pattern, and I suggested she was going to do like Fiber Spiders tessellated hearts that I did, which is a great pattern. And I told her it is a great pattern if you have time to sit. Like for me, maybe I'll be different. I don't know, but I had to sit right on it. Like I had to sit at the computer or the phone or whatever and listen to step by step to do it. if it has more than a 2-row repeat, I'm probably not going to remember it. Of course, I'm a lot older and I don't have the memory I used to have. So I'm not going to be able to remember. And this was a 40-row repeat. Now, the 40-row repeat was, a lot of that was repeat of itself, but it was to get it from where you started the heart to a point where it looked good when you finished. Okay, whatever, you know. But for me, I couldn't remember that. A new hat pattern for me. Oh, good. You'll have to let me know, Spring. I can't wait because I need a new one. I need to get back to doing hats, but I kind of got hatted out. I was so tired of doing hats, and I got to get out of that because I've got to get back on it and be making them for this Christmas. Yes, 40-row repeat, but a lot of the rows did the same thing, Kelly. Like it wasn't 40 different rows because it was filet crochet. A lot of the rows did the same thing, but the repeat was so that the pattern, like the heart filet, would come out in the end. So your blanket would look, what do you call it? Thank
Symmetrical.
you, words, symmetrical. I should know that. That's a math word. I should know that. So look at the faces again. Oh my Lord, with the attitude. But I should know that. But hey, Stephanie, how are you? Welcome
Hi.
in. 2-row repeat with only a couple rows of decreases. Ooh, I like that, Spring. Definitely need to know that. But I do need to get back onto the hats again because I've got to
Me
have them
too.
for Christmas and you know. But I just keep thinking I have plenty of time and I'm on a blanket kick right now. Good, Stephanie. Good to hear. Let us know what you're working on. But yeah, the 40-row repeat was a lot of the same things, and you're doing the same thing, you're just moving the stitches along, you know, to make the heart. And but if it's something that I thought it was something she was going to do while we were crocheting and chatting, I'm like, I would never have been able to. I can't watch TV and do it. I have to, but it was so worth it because now my little nephew has the cutest little blanket and it's adorable. But it was one of those that I have to really think about. And at my age, I'm not in a thinking place when it comes to crochet. Lord help me, I'm in a one and done. Let's snap that out. Let's get that pattern and just memorize it and blah, 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 blah. You know, that's how it is.
I'm impatient, so it has to be quick.
It's a little better with hats because hats work up quick and I'm not too worried about that. Stephanie's working on Lovey's and the amigurumi elephant. I can't wait to see that elephant when it's
Yes, it's
done.
gonna be so cute.
I'm looking forward to that. But I'm working on an amigurumi. This is supposed to be a baby doll. I told you all that, I think in a video that, maybe in the chat last time, that I messed around and didn't realize how many babies were coming to our family. Not our family, but our extended family this year. So, like, I have a great nephew. I have a cousin. I can't tell you how many times removed, but same as we're really close to them. So, the dad is the Lord have mercy. I'm trying to think how it is. The dad's mother is my mother-in-law's sister. Yeah, that's how that works. Whatever. And I can't do that first, second, third, 15th million cousin. I don't know what that is. Because from what I understood, you know, you count backwards based on, or count out based on how many generations. But from what I looked up the other day, like second cousin was you share a great grandparent or share a grandparent or great grandparent. I'm like, that makes no sense. The
I
free
just know we're
pattern for the
cousins.
s'more Amy. I did see that. It's stinking cute
S'mores?
too. I think that's adorable.
I haven't seen that one. Let's look
It's
it
really
up.
cute, but it has, from the one I saw, has like a bottom and a top and then the middle, and you crochet it all together. Spring, my head's not there. I'm telling you, I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm on a blanket kick this year. Do you know how much I hate to do blankets? And do you know how many blankets
You've
I've?
mentioned, you know how many times I've told you to stop?
But I'm enjoying it though. I hate to do them, always have. But something has clicked this year, and I'm just like, do the blanket, do the blanket, do the blanket, do the blanket. Your hands can't what? The blankets or the Amy? Oh, the Amy. I don't know. The Amy, I can do small ones. Like, if you all seen the one that Cheryl posted in the group, that big, huge dragon?
It's so
Holy
beautiful,
moly,
though.
that thing is huge.
It's so beautiful.
4 foot. No, that's the crocodile. Is it a crocodile? But she did a dragon. Oh
It's
my
a
goodness.
dragon.
Yeah, I love amigurumi. I wish I could do them all the time. My hands don't always allow it either, and they really don't allow for what I really love to do, which is amigurumi with the blanket yarn.
The biggest amigurumi I ever did was when I did a sloth in blanket yarn for a cousin's baby.
Yes.
That's the biggest one I ever did.
I do need to do the sheep though again in the blanket yarn just so I have one. I've made them for tons of other people and then I didn't keep one and I really loved him. So I may make myself do that eventually. The last thing I did that I can equate to an Amy was the
I made this pattern up.
the blanket or the basket that I did from Pamela's Adoring Crochet, and that hurt my hands same as amigurumi because it was 3 strands together.
I looked for a sloth pattern because her nursery theme was jungle.
Hey, Wicked Granny Pam, how are ya?
And I couldn't find one, so I made it up.
There is a sloth pattern somewhere for a sloth planter. Okay. Sorry. I told you it's raining buckets here on our stupid internet. But anyway, Julie's in our group and she posted a video today. I think it's called Treasured Yarn something. She's in the group, and I will link it later. She has a video about a sloth that she did, the sloth planner, and it's so cute. Anybody still here? Let us know. Or did we get booted out completely? Everybody still here, or did it boot everyone out when we got booted out? Hello? Anybody there? It's still going, but I don't know if they all... Hello? Oh, good. Pam's still here. Kelly, there we go. Sorry, guys. It kicked us out, and I told you weather here is really stinky right now. The rain is unbelievably miserable, and so I didn't think about that till I said I was going to go live, and my husband was like, is your internet going to hold for that? Our internet usually is pretty good until, well, for here it's good. Until the rain hits, and then when the rain hits, it's like you can just forget it. You're going to be in and out all day long. And unfortunately, that's been the way it's been all day long today. Rain. But anyway, the sloth planter that Julie just did was super cute, and I've seen it a lot, and she said somebody asked her to make it, so that's what she did, and I would love to make one of those, especially for Kristen's teacher, the FFA teacher. I think that would be cute. She actually sent me the pattern, so I figure I should probably make her one.
Probably.
No, Spring, it's ours. Ours stinks. What are you working on, Miss Thing?
I'm hand sewing scrunchies out of fabric from the Dollar Tree.
Did you tell them that?
No, I did not.
Is that wrong side out?
Yeah, I need to flip it. But Dollar Tree had, like, fabric that literally screamed Kristen. It is mint green with sunflowers, mint green and sunflowers, and this one that's inside out, an old Tommy truck with daisies. And I'm so excited. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'm going to buy it. And then I was like, I'll make scrunchies.
We don't ever say that, do we? I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'm going to buy it. Yarn, squirrel.
Yeah.
Let me answer Kelly, and then I'll talk more about the Dollar Tree. Kelly, the air quality here is fine. I'm not sure what part of Ohio that is in, but for us to get to Ohio, we have to travel, even to get to the border of West Virginia, we have to travel several hours because we're closer to Virginia. So, like, I can be in Virginia in about 35 minutes. So, I've got to travel across the state the other direction or cross and up. I don't know. I'm horrible with geography. But anyway, we've got to travel several hours to get there. The closest we could get to Ohio, you cross from Huntington into Ohio. And Huntington for us is about 2 hours and 45 minutes or something. Hi, Bears Crochet Critters. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. But the air quality for us right now is fine. It hasn't affected us yet. I don't know, I did hear about that. It's a tragic situation, and it sounds like, well, I won't go there, but it sounds like a mess. Dollar Tree. Anyway, we went to Dollar Tree the other day. And I have my stuff piled up till I can't show you because I've got on my Doctor Who blanket over there. But Dollar Tree that we went to, our Dollar Tree is usually kind of empty as far as, well, this one had lots more crafty stuff, which I thought was really good. If you like to do, like, usually they have the wooden crafts, they have the wreath craft stuff, like
They had, like, some Cricut stuff, too.
Yeah.
Like the little weaver tools and some vinyl and kind of stuff.
And they had some fabric, and they had yarn, which ours usually does not. And the yarn that was there was a little bit different. It had the crafter square stuff, but they had fun fur. And I know a lot of people don't like fun fur, but I bought it. Excuse me, because I'm hoping to maybe try and put it with something for Christmas, like the brim of a Santa hat or something. I don't know. Just for what it was, I thought I would try. Hope you all are well. We are well. Flax spinning video. I think I saw the preview for that on my thing. I got to go back and watch it. Um, chores around the house. Isn't that the story of life? Bye, Kelly. I'm glad he's home. I know that makes you happy. You all enjoy your time together. 3 hours to Ohio for you. Okay, that kind of, yeah, we're, yeah, pretty much 2.5. Yeah, because 2.5 or 2:45 to Huntington, and then we'd be on the other side of that. So I really, we haven't been impacted like we would be if we were living closer to the border, but it's still scary. It's still really scary to look at that and think, wow, what's going on there. I do have family in Cleveland and some of the other areas up there. So, but yeah. So Dollar Tree had fun fur yarn in white, green, and red, like Christmas green and Christmas red, really pretty. And I got a couple of white, and they had the crafter square, and I didn't see anything else. We never get at our Dollar Trees, and we have several, like one, two, three, four or five in the surrounding areas, maybe six. We never get what do you call that stuff? The floofy, like the Chanel. We never get Chanel. I've never seen it here. I don't know why we don't get it, but I wish we did. But anyway, and guess what I have it on? Nope, that's right. But I wish we got more of that in. I would like to try it as opposed to some of the other stuff that they've had. And they had prettier colors, which I just wanted to do the little small amigurumis, and I thought that would be good to get the little small amounts like that. But we don't get it here, so it is what it is. What else are you guys working on? Bear has finished doing a spinning video. I know Spring has a live tonight at 7. Yeah, Spring, I know our Dollar Trees all stink. There's one in one county, two in another, and two in another county. So 5 in a 3 county radius, and none of them ever get, like, I was looking at some of the other videos that people have done, and I said, wow, your Dollar Tree's like super bougie. Like they had yarn up on the top, like on shelves where you could reach up and get it and stuff. It was really neat. Um, I really enjoyed going through and looking and going with them, watching through things and that kind of stuff. But I don't see that, not in ours, and I don't know if we'll ever get to the point where we have anything like that. I wish we did. But does anybody have? Carrie Ann was looking for an Afghan with a heart for her daughter-in-law for her to make for her daughter-in-law, and I suggested a C to C, and then Bears Crochet and Critters. She has one, but it may not. Yeah, I've been to the one Spring by the Bluefield Post Office. No, there's another one there. No, I haven't been to that one. Is that the one going down through like College Avenue, going down towards College Avenue on the left hand side in the parking lot up on the hill? Because if that's the case, I haven't been to that one. I probably should go there. I usually go to the one all the way down in Virginia, and I really, really like that one. They have more to choose from than anybody else, but I still haven't seen a whole lot there either. But if anybody has a heart Afghan that you've done that you think is a really nice one, Carrie Ann was looking for one for her daughter-in-law, and my suggestion was to do a corner to corner. And then I was looking at some things online and found a place where you could design your own. And if I could figure out how to work that program, oh my goodness, it's called Stitch Fiddle. If I could figure out how to work that, I would definitely use it. Of course, I usually just pull up, I Google Pixel, like Pixel Heart, and use a pixelated thing on there and use that to make my Afghan with, and I graph it out myself. Okay, I need to go to that one then because I definitely like one that's super clean and stocked because ours, the one we went to the other day, was pretty much empty. Like to me, it looked empty. And I don't know if it's because it's inventory time, but to me, the amount of material was not there. And well, we don't go often because, like I said, the closest one is 35 minutes. And other than that, some of them are like an hour and 15 minutes. So we don't go that often to Dollar Tree. But and I did not go to Ollie's. I've seen, in case you all don't know, I'll be the enabler for the day. Ollie's has red heart yarn for $2.99 a piece, if that's something that's up your alley. Now, of course, it varies per location, what they do have and what's available. And I have not been to mine. There are 2 Ollie's near, well, like I said again, 45 minutes away. There are 2 Ollie's, and I have not been to either. Hey, how are you, Esmeralda? Good to see you. Tell us what you're working on, what you're doing, what you've been doing, and let us know if you have a pattern for a heart Afghan. Anything to do with hearts. We have a member who's looking for one that she can make for her daughter-in-law, and I had suggested a graph gam, like a corner to corner, but I can't find one of those either, so you have to make your own pattern. We were talking about Stitch Fiddle. It's online. There's a website where you can, it's part of it's free and part of it's not, of course, like everything, you know, you have to pay for more, but you can import a picture and it'll make a graph for you. And I'm still fiddling with it to figure out how to do it because I just found it this afternoon right before we went on. And it's really neat if I can figure out how to get the sizing correct so that I can actually export it and read the graph. I usually just look up pixel, like a pixelated, I'll look up pixel heart or something like that. And you can also look up the patterns for beading kind of stuff, or crochet or cross stitch, and you can just adapt it, and then I'll get out a graph paper and adapt it and make it bigger myself. But I don't know. What are you working on, Esmeralda? But anyway, I don't know if, hold on a second, I'm going to show you something else if I can uncover it with everything. Kelly was talking about beside her chair. Yeah, I feel for her. I'm the same way. Everything is, ugh. Okay, so it goes like this. That's what the thumbnail is. This is the Doctor Who blanket. Instead of a scarf, it's going to be a blanket. And what I did is I took the Doctor Who scarf pattern, and I'm trying to do half of what everyone is. Caught up with a mood scarf and started working on a doll. I'm working on a doll too. I just started this evening. An amigurumi. I'm working on this one, and I can't even remember what this one is called. I think it's fairfieldworld.com or something. But yeah, I'm really excited about the Doctor Who blanket. She has a birthday in April. I think it'll probably be done before then. And I know I said I shouldn't be doing blankets. I do blankets way too often to know I don't like to do them. But for some reason this year it's been my niche. Yeah, I did the Tessellated Hearts by Fiber Spider. We talked about that. But like I was saying earlier, you really have to stay on that. You have to be watching the video and doing it. It's not a repeat that you can just memorize and go. Which, it doesn't matter. I mean, it matters to me depending on the where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? If I'm watching TV and watching something, I want something mindless. So it's not a mindless pattern, but it's a gorgeous pattern and definitely one worth doing. Um, Bonnie Bay Crochet or Ran Hearts Throw. Okay, I'll let her know. She's looking for something to do. And I even saw one that had like puff stitches in it. I thought was really cute. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the blankets I'm doing this year. They are mindless. That's the way I liked my projects this year. But I also want to go back to doing some amigurumi, which is what this is for. And I'm not sure who this is for because, sorry. I'm not sure who this is for because like I said, we have several babies coming into the world in our family this year. And I'm just not sure. I'm not sure what I'm making. Right now, I only know what one of them is going, well, I only know that one of them is going to be a boy. The others I don't know yet. I have one, two, no, that's a lie. One of them's a girl, one of them's a boy, and then I have two more that I don't know. So, I'm thinking this might be for the little girl. Like maybe I'll make her a doll and a dress or something to get off the blanket kick for a little while. And, you know, we'll see. Yeah, I think anything with a heart is probably not going to be very mindless because, let's face it, it looks like a simple pattern, but really, I mean, you're talking about lots of curves and corners and that kind of thing. I don't know. I'm not a, I'm not a dedicated crocheter is the only way I need to think about it right now, or to say it right now. When it comes to a meticulous pattern, I'm just not in it. I did just finish the Tessellated Hearts, I don't know, about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I didn't mind it. It's an easy pattern, but it is dedication. If I'm doing that, that's all I'm doing. And it's very rare that I have time where I can just do crochet. I'm also talking to somebody about something, working on something on Facebook or something that needs done, or helping with homework, or doing, you know, whatever, watching a TV show or something. It's very rare that I just sit and crochet, isn't it? I mean, I do, but I'm doing other things. I'm multitasking. That's just me. I can't do it. But anyway, that's where I am on the little head, and this one is the one that, let me see if I can find Hey Tank, how are you? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I'm trying to find a picture of the doll. Okay, it's by fairfieldworld.com. Let's see if it'll show up. And there's the doll that I'm working on. Very plain Jane. That's how I want it because it's for a baby. So I kind of thought maybe that would be, and I've had that one. This also will tick off that work through my projects because it's been saved. A granny square heart. Yeah, that's what I said you could do. I saw that you could do something like that and put two or three together and then do a border or whatever. Um, but this doll is something that was in my to be to whatever. What do you call it?
To watch this or no,
Watch. It was in my watch thing.
watch later.
To be done or whatever. The problem child. I like your name. That's cool. Hey Jody, good to see you. I'm glad you made it back for the live too. Hey Brenda. Um, but um, so I'm hoping this doll will just be something easy to put together for her, and that way she can have that, and it'll take my mind off of more other things I want to do. But it's on my to do list. That's what I was trying to say. Oh my goodness
I couldn't
gracious!
figure out what you're trying to say.
Words, 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 words. There are none. But it's on my to do list. It's been on there for quite a long time. I'm really bad to go through my phone and save something and think, oh, that's really cute. And I'll do that one day. And then it sits. So I've gone through that list a couple of times. I know some of you have project notebooks that have a list of things you want to do. I used to have some on YouTube in a watch later photo or album, and I still have a couple, but I've gotten rid of most of those because when I went back and really looked at the pattern, it wasn't something I wanted to do. Maybe it was done in cotton or whatever. I'm not much of a cotton fan. It takes too long for me to get anywhere with cotton for me to be happy about it, but I do like the feel of it. But anyway, that's it's on my to-do list. So if when I get finished with this, I can knock off a goal, and I will have a baby project too for one of the four that's coming. So one of them's not family, but three are, and so yeah, I'll have enough to knock that out. And I need to be making more baby blankets and putting away for that specific reason. I need to make donations for. I have a fire department that does once a year they do an auction for kids. So the money from everything, a cotton shawl. Ooh, I bet that feels good and would be thinner and not as heavy as some of the others. See, I worked on that bib the other day and it had some cotton in it, and that kind of made me think, oh, maybe I should go back and work with some of it, but I don't know. My hands are not great at that, but I need to make donations for the fire department. They do an auction of, oh, I saw when she was making that tank. I saw when she was making the beaded shawl. Um, they do an auction of items, anything, nothing specific, just everything. People craft and donate, and some people, businesses donate, and all the money goes back to children in the community and their community. It's not my community, it's next door, it's where I work. And they buy Christmas presents for underprivileged children or children that, whatever, children who are in need. They buy Christmas presents. So I'm trying to think, ooh, number one, wait. Ooh, I bet that is so awesome. Um, and really lacy too, I bet. But anyway, I need to come up with something to make for them every year to donate because my friend's a part of that. So I'm struggling this year to try and figure out what it's going to be. I've made baby blankets, like I did the thin red line baby blanket for because it was fire department, and that's a lot of the people who are purchasing is the people who are working on it. So I knew that would go well. I did a blanket last year in school colors for their school. What else did I do last year? Something else.
You did the lovey. Did you?
I have no idea.
Yeah, you did a.
Denise did a
You
lovey.
did a lovey with the blanket around it.
Ooh,
The
take that's a
star one.
great idea. That's a great idea.
That is a good idea.
Kitchen sets would be easy and cheaper than what I've done previously, which I don't care. But just something that I could do lots of instead of one specific little thing. And they do have somebody who crochets scarves and things like that and adds them to different little bundles that they have, and I thought that was a neat idea. Or they crochet cows and add them to those things, so they'll be like that, and a jewelry set from paparazzi or something like that. And so that's a really neat thing. Yes, mindless work, absolutely. That's what I need this year. I don't know where my mind is at, but It's on crochet, but only mindless work. That's all it is. But that's a great idea. Thank you, Tank. I think I may do that. Or bath sets too would be easy. Because it's just something. It's never anything that's going to raise a lot of money when you donate a crocheted item because of where we live. But it's not about that. It's about anything they get is free and clear because they don't have to pay for the items, and that money goes to children. So that's what it's about. So every year, one year I did a flag. I can't even remember what the flag was, but I did a flag one year. It was one.
It was the ghost.
Yes, it was a Snappy Tots flag. It was the ghost, the Halloween ghost that has the jagged edges on the
And
bottom.
it's like holding onto
the little rail thing,
yeah.
the flag holder. And I bought the flag holder and then donated that. Towels from the Dollar Tree and make towel holders. I could do that. Tank, do you make the towels where you, have you ever made the towels where you poke holes in the fabric and sew into it? Or do you make the towel holders that button and where you just throw the towel over it? Just curious. I've never done the
I
ones.
wanted to do both.
Hot pads and handle holders. There is a hot pad that I want to make, and who made it? Rebecca from Yarn and Pajamas made it. I like the button type too. I think that's what I would do. She made it, but it's not her pattern. I can't remember whose pattern it is. Maybe Jada and no, it's Sarah Satch. It's Sarah Satch, and it's really neat. It had three, and you turn them a certain way, and you link them together, and it's really thick, and it's very pretty, super cute. That'd be a good idea because I always try to think big and go way out and do something, and then you see an Afghan that you spent hours on that goes for like maybe $25, and like I've been tempted to buy Afghans that other people made just because I'm thinking the yarn's worth more than that. Yes, triple thick from Sarah Satch. Yes, thank you, Problem Child. What did she tell me her name was?
Jody.
Jody. Sorry, Jody. I feel really bad calling you a Problem Child. I don't know why, but I feel bad. Yes, triple thick from Sarah Satch. I really need to look that up. Rebecca Crochets with Love made me one. It was double thick. I think those would be a neat idea. And if I start now, intermittently between, I have to turn them in November or maybe October, end of October, because they do it the first part of November. So if I start now, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, I could have 8 sets, and that would be good. And one year, I tried to I crocheted a basket, and I wasn't happy with it, and I kept it. So, our own worst critic, right? So, since I didn't have anything, YouTube's crazy. They tried to hold your comment tag. I'm like, y'all are crazy. Yeah, I could have. If I just focus on that, I could have a bunch, but I don't know with everything else I've got going on. I don't want to be. I'm at the point where if I do one or two at a time, I'm doing good. I get tired of a pattern, but what was I going to say? I lost my train of thought. Words. Anyway, but I want to get something together for them and get that going, so that way that I'm not. I usually, oh, I know what I was saying. Like usually, I try to go big and do whatever, and then I tried to do a basket, and I didn't like it. So what I ended up doing that year is I'm a couponer, so I pulled out. I went and bought a laundry basket, and I filled it full of stuff, and that I had bought from coupons and from my stockpile, and I made a home basket, and believe it or not, that did really well. And I don't get it. I really don't get it, but it did. I just don't understand why handmade items are not a big deal here. I mean, it's not. They are, but they don't. Oh yeah, I used to make plastic bag holders a long time ago, but those would be really cute too because you could do all kinds of different color schemes and.
Design.
That particular area is a big farming community, so you could do lots of things like that and put like little appliques on it. Chickens and cows. Oh, here we go with the cows.
Don't get me started on the cows.
Your son abandoned the account and gave it to you. Oh, kids are funny, I tell you. Well, I probably was the problem child. I wasn't, but out of the three, I was probably, you know. I didn't get in trouble, but it is what it is. I was the baby, so my daddy didn't think I could do anything. Till I got older. Oh goodness, Jody, what are you working on? Are you working on anything in particular? Now I want to go work on dishcloths, but I got to go find some cotton first. I think I've got some white and yellow, but I've got to find something else. Spring loves that name also. There were three of us. My brother was 11 years older than me. Then my sister was born the next year, and she passed shortly after birth. And then there was me. So basically, we were almost like only children. I mean, if there's 11 years difference, by the time I was 8, he was gone. He was in college in the next town over, and wasn't around very much. A big blanket for your bed and several Christmas gifts like pot holders and things. I'm working on Christmas gifts too. Right now I'm working on a Doctor Who blanket. That's a Christmas present, maybe. It might be a birthday present if it gets done before her birthday, just because of how much space it's going to take up, because it's going to be about probably over 6 foot long. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'd like to get it out of the house. Hey, Sanita, how are you? Listening while you rest your eyes. I hope you're okay and you're just resting because you're tired and not because of something else. Thank you, Jody. I'm enjoying it. I'm not a Doctor Who fan. I'm not a Doctor Who fan. I've never seen Doctor Who. I saw one episode and that's because I was doing research. So it's not that I'm not a Doctor Who fan. I can't say I don't like it because I've never watched it. But my friend is a diehard Doctor Who fan and very much a sci-fi kind of girl. And so I know she at one point had tried to knit a Doctor Who scarf. I don't knit, so that's not happening. Not happening. I can knit, but not at the skill level I would need to be able to do that. So, yeah, not at the skill level to make pretty much anything. So, no, not gonna happen. So, the rain and cold's making you sleepy. And she says that and I yawn. The rain here has been nasty. The fire stuff has been, the pagers have been going off all day. So, and I haven't paid too much attention to it because it wasn't my husband's tone. So, the only one I did pay attention to was the one for the nursing home, and I know that's probably my poor little sweet mama out there. She likes to pull the fire alarm so the hot firemen will come. And I am not kidding. I'm not kidding. She pulls a fire alarm all the time. And I don't know if it's so she thinks she can go out or what, but I always say it's because she likes, she likes the firemen. Knitting makes you want to be a problem child. I can't get it. I did a little bit before, you know. It is what it is. Rain and icy stuff to start shortly. Ugh. I think we're supposed to get something tonight, Tank, but I'm trying to pretend I don't know about it because then it won't come, right? I don't know. I'm so over this weather. We had virtually had spring during winter. So I'm thinking spring is probably going to be a nasty surprise. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. I don't like cold weather anyway. It makes my bones hurt. What you get, I get. We get. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want it. I just don't want the cold. I can deal with. I used to love snow growing up, and up until probably 5 years ago when it really started making me hurt really bad. Um, but I can't stand when the polar vortex goes crazy haywire, and then I can't. Like, if it is below 30 degrees, I'm not going outside. I'm lucky to stay inside and not hurt so bad that I can't walk. So, yeah, this polar vortex split personality junk, no, I'm not doing it. I can't. When we had that really bad spell where it was like, felt like negative 15 or something,
I do not like that.
I didn't move. Did not move. Mm-mm. I'm over it. I'm so over it. I just can't. I'm also not a super hot kind of weather kind of girl, so 50 the other morning and boom, flash freeze. I feel like we've been on this roller coaster loop for like a couple of weeks now, and this week has been insane. I just don't understand. I don't understand it. Brenda, I don't mind driving in it. I was always that. My mother used to get so aggravated at me. She'd be like, "You need to be careful." I'm like, "Mom, I'm fine. I know how to drive." And I know that's not what she meant. And I know that that wasn't very smart of me, but I was, I was okay.
Doesn't that sound like somebody now?
But I don't mind driving in snow. I don't like ice, and I don't like the cold. Yeah, Tank, I hope it is too. You've been really good to hang in there. I know mine is kind of like yours. There are times when it just doesn't work at all. Hey, Granny D, how are you? Oh my goodness. I feel like that's a celebrity in the house here, guys. We love you, Granny D. And look, her hand is pink. Look at that, Spring. What do you think about that? Pink. But anyway, may your depends fit well, Sanita. Oh my goodness, you'll need them for that, I'm certain. Absolutely certain. I don't think there's enough depends in the world. There might be a shortage. It's all Spring's fault. Granny D, what are you working on? We're all... I love when Granny D says howdy. She reminds me of Minnie Pearl, and that's meant as a compliment. I love Minnie Pearl. I'm telling my age. Somebody called you a celebrity the other day. You are a celebrity, Tank. I feel like that anyway. Howdy. Yeah, the pink howdy. We love you. I don't know. It's funny. YouTube is funny. I just think it's funny. You feel like you know everybody, but then again, you see somebody and they, especially when you first start, somebody says your name and you're like, oh my gosh. And then I see newer YouTubers who are coming up behind us, and I just feel like you want to help them out and talk to them and that kind of thing, and they're so appreciative. It's so nice. You're just a good old girl. You know what, Tank? That's probably why I like you so much. Good old girls are my kind of people. It's kind of how I feel. I am good old girl, country to the core kind of. Oh, you wait till Christmas, Spring. I'm going to send you a whole box of nothing but pink.
Uh-oh.
Hey, yeah, see there?
Uh-oh.
Pink!
That reminds me of the Spider Westford where, oh, I forgot what it was.
Was that English?
No. Words jumbled together.
Words!
But, like, SpongeBob and Patrick were making fun of Squidward. Like, ooh. That's what it reminded me of.
Patrick is pink. We like pink.
Oh, my God.
Well, you know what? You can't have green without pink because flowers have green stems and green leaves, so.
Hold on. Hold on.
Here we go.
Green.
Little Miss Sower Chick over here.
It didn't turn out well. You want to see the first fail?
It's okay. You gotta try. It's okay.
First fail.
That's how you learn, right, girls?
Yeah.
That's how you learn.
So that's going to be ripped apart and made into a scrap scrunchie.
That's okay. That's how you learn. You do until you figure it out. It's okay. We need to get you another sewing machine. Oh, Tank, she's nuts about them.
I am.
Sunflowers and cows. And Highland cows.
Highland cows. They're fluffy. I drew one on the whiteboard at work like a week ago and it's still there.
They're floofy.
They're fluffy.
She made Highland cow earrings. She's like obsessed. I told her, I said, when you get married, you better have a rich husband, honey. Because she wants... Oh, she said, see her icon. Did you see it? Here, look here.
Oh, I see. It's all sunflowers.
Yeah. She is sunflower obsessed, and I don't know where that came from. Just she got a backpack last year or this year that has sunflower on it, and the first thing I know, everything's sunflower. So
My
her car, everything in her car has
everything.
sunflowers. The
Steering wheel
cover.
cover.
She's got
I have
cup coasters.
I have a cup that is cow print and sunflowers that Mom got me for Christmas.
Pink-tastic yarn. I love pink. Kylie
But
and
you don't like
Hamish. She
pink
said, do
yarn.
you watch Kylie and Hamish? No. Tell us what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It says Kyle.
I'm
Not Kylie.
I said Kylie. It says Kylie.
It says Kyle.
It says Kylie. You're blind. Kylie. Chloe. Oh, Ky. I can't see that fast.
I can't either.
Our computer will pop it for 2 seconds and then take it away. And so I have to look at the phone so I can see. Yeah, I know. We're still learning. It's Kylo.
Kylo. Okay.
Okay, tell us where to watch that. Is that YouTube? Is that like a a Netflix thing.
TikTok.
What you laughing about, Spring? You
That
wait
we
till
can't talk.
that we can't talk. Well, that's nothing new. She's used to that by now. She's met us in person. She knows we can't talk. Highland cows. How do you not know this?
Poppy and Petunia on TikTok. I love them.
See, what is the one I watch? What's
Poppy
the
and
dog?
Petunia.
Tatum.
Tatum. We love Tatum.
Tatum is my dog. I need a Tatum real bad. Oh, thanks, Denise. I will let her know. Yes, we do need an ice cream date. Listen, we went over there, over your way, the other day, and I told Jack, I said, hey, Spring says that down next to her there's this place and it's got really good ice cream, because he's an ice cream fanatic. I said, we really need to go.
I will have to look them up, Tank. I will have to.
His birthday was yesterday, and so Kristen made him a little thing and
told him.
She told him that of course, she works for the I guess we could say she works for DQ, and so she told him that she would take him out for ice cream one day for his birthday.
It's right here. It says, I know my handwriting's horrible. I was writing it like in the air without something. It says one coupon. It says Kristen buys ice cream, expires June 1st, because I don't know. He'll bring it back in like 2 years and be like, hey, remember this?
Because he'll bring it back and bring it back and bring it back and bring it back.
I need to put one-time use only.
They are huge ice cream nuts, Spring. We definitely need to go to Lynn's. Did you say, I know you said mushrooms. They serve hot dogs too. I need to do that. Tank. There you go, baby girl. It should be fixed. You should be able to do it now. I was trying to figure out how to do that. I'm still learning. I told y'all. There you go. There you go, Kristen. You can go back and do that later. She likes the expiration date. Yeah.
I was going to make it sooner, but I was like,
Iowa, you dodged the snow last night, pretended it hit, so I had a reason to crochet instead of organizing. Well, we were at home today and doing pretty much nothing. I won't say too much about it. I said it yesterday on live and then thought probably shouldn't have, but let's just say that they were let go from school yesterday for a reason. And so today they stayed home because their mama had a reason. And yeah, they'll go back tomorrow. So we pretended that it was snowing. We were sick. I was sick of worrying.
I'm okay with that. I was sick of running.
They don't miss much schooling, hardly ever. So, ready to plant plants. Yeah, I know.
Too.
So many of my friends are gardeners here or flower enthusiasts, and many of them have been talking about some of their plants that have started to come up that are not supposed to already. And I'm really afraid what's going to happen. What happens to me is I'm not a big plant person, but I do have one tree in my yard. This house belonged to my mom and dad, and it's a dogwood tree, and it's been here my whole life. And last year it bloomed just enough to start to bud, and then we got a frost, and it didn't do good the rest of the year. So it really makes me sad. I'm not a plant person. I used to work at a nursery, an agricultural nursery. I've worked at both. I worked at another nursery too, like a kid nursery too. I worked at Head Start and I worked at a nursery at a college. But I was an office manager for an agricultural nursery, and yeah, I enjoy plants, but I'm awful with them.
Daffodils.
Bloomed and died. How crazy. Your red buds have budded? Oh my goodness. The black thumb of death. Me too, Brenda. I can't.
Dad bought a cherry tree one time and put it in the yard, and I was weed eating, and I got too close, and I still owe him a cherry tree.
We are killers of all things. Cherry trees, chickens, you name it.
Okay, we don't gotta get into the chickens.
Actually, it wasn't us that killed the chicken. It was the neighbor's cat.
Yeah.
But, I love redbuds too. They were always my favorite. When I worked at the nursery, we sent trucks all over the East Coast. So we would, we grew stuff here and loaded it into tractor trailers and sent it all over the East. You killed deer and squirrels. My family would say yum to that. Yeah. I wouldn't. I like deer smothered in onions and gravy. That's about the only way that I can eat it. But
I'm not a huge fan of onions.
Drooling over a peach tree. Man, peach cobbler sounds really good right now. Now we're going with the food. Here we go.
But y'all know I'm in the agriculture program in FFA. But what was I going to say?
Peaches.
No,
Chickens.
no, it was about plants.
Bok, bok,
Oh,
bok.
there's a gardening club starting at my school, and I'm now a part of that too. So, yay, all kinds of plants.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Red buds and infuse them in apple cider vinegar. Hmm. I don't know what happened with that. Something happened with my thing. Went goofy, of course, because it's internet here, and that's what happens. Okay. Peach cobbler. Oh, my mama used to. My mama was a cook.
She was
I
great.
did not. Well, I can cook, but not like her. Like when my brother would come home for breakfast, we would have sausage, bacon,
It made me hungry.
biscuits, gravy, fried apples, hash browns, and anything else. I'm trying to think what else she would do. I mean,
Everything.
everything. And it wasn't just a little bit. It was enough till we ate all day long. It's absolutely crazy. No, I don't want any chickens.
No. Mm-mm.
This happened during, 2020 when everything went ballistic. So we had to, my mama was a good cook, Brenda. Oh my goodness. We had to take a project home for FFA. Sell those eggs. You got that right. You'll have more diamonds than you can handle. They're worth more than diamonds. She had to bring chickens home for a project. That was what she did because, FFA is hands on. So we had never done that.
Well, it was nothing but a nightmare. So much happened with those chickens.
See, my dad's no longer with us. I wish he was. He ran a chicken
He
farm.
would have been so helpful.
Yeah, he ran a chicken farm when he was growing up on his property, his dad's property. But we were clueless, and it showed. So the first of all, Kristen, I love you. Before I tell this story, Kristen had never been exposed to animals like that or
Oh
anything.
God, I know this is going.
So we went to the school. You had to schedule to go your time. We would go pick them up. And mind you, her teacher's a really good friend of mine. We've been friends for years since my kids started being at FFA. And Kristen goes into the enclosement to get the chicken. God bless her heart. I didn't think she's ever going to catch any.
I was scared to touch them.
Oh my goodness
I didn't want to
gracious.
grab them. I'm like, uh-oh. And they were babies, so I was afraid of killing them.
It was so funny. And her teacher was like, just grab them.
I was afraid of stepping on them. They were running everywhere.
Ooh,
There was like
meatloaf,
50 of them.
taters,
in there.
mixed veggies, and a salad. That sounds yummy. Yeah, I'm not a chicken fan. But anyway, she got
Got used to
two.
'em.
We brought them home. They
They're
died.
babies. Well, we built the coop and the fence and everything. We put them out there. And, it was warm, but apparently not warm enough.
Which ones, Denise? The items for the donations for the auction is the same one I did earlier last year that you donated to. It's not due to October. The items for the hats and scarves and things like that for Bumblebee's Mountain Outreach are not due until November 24th. So anyway, we got rid of the chickens. They died. She still had to get more because she still had to do the project. We were only like a couple weeks in. So we had a choice between silkies and whatever. Gold, was it red?
It was a red.
Something. I don't know.
Oh, I forgot the name. So it was like 3 years
I
ago.
know.
So.
But anyway,
We
I
got
wanted
adult
silkies
ones.
because they're cute as a button. They remind me of Elvis for some reason. I don't know why, but they
hair.
do.
The hair.
But
They're a lot of
Kristen was
work.
like, they die really easy. I was like, no.
You have to keep them in
I'm
the
doing it.
house like a
I'm doing
dog.
Yes. And I was like, nope. Oh, thank you, Spring. Thank you, Denise. Yeah, I'm not a chicken fan, and I knew that I didn't want chickens in the house for sure, because these were in the house for a little bit, and we'd had ducks one year they got for Easter, and they stayed in the house for a little while. Guess what happened to the ducks? They went to ducky heaven, too. So, no.
We tried.
No, dogs is about it for us. So,
Yeah.
so anyway, then we got 2 more chickens, and we had them forever.
Like they were over
Forever.
a year.
And she took care of them. They did really well. They did their own thing, and we were good. But we did have
eggs.
yeah, but we did have something here.
We don't know what it was.
We don't live in the country. Like I'm literally probably like a fifth of a mile from the main road. Thank you, Tank. I will. There's an address, guys, if you want to donate to that. It's in all of our videos and stuff. But we have till November 24th, so you're good. Whenever, whatever's fine. Thank you so much. And if you don't know the story of Bumblebee's Mountain Outreach, I'm not going to tell it because I'm not going to cry. This is the week. This is the week. And Tuesday I completely shut down, and normally I don't do that. And I don't know why this year was harder. It's been 7 years. So go to Facebook and look. I'm not telling that story. I'm going to be happy today. Anyway, It's been a week. Yeah, spring, you understand. I can't. But anyway, we got new chickens. They did great until one of them escaped the
One
thing,
of them, both of them did. Just one was good and came back.
and the other one walked around when he got out like, "Ooh." Like literally his head was like,
Like it had never like it. It wasn't even. It went far away. It just went like the next, I don't know, yard over,
thank you, spring.
and it wasn't like it never seen it because the coop faces directly to where it went. I guess Chicken was like, "Oh, I need to walk over there," and I had to try
He
and
met a
get it.
friend.
He met a friend, and the friend wasn't so friendly.
The friend was a cat, and the cat scratched him up big time.
Oh yeah.
And so we got him back, and we thought, well, he's okay. He's in the enclosure. He's doing real well. Next
We
morning, he was dead.
reinforced everything that night that he had gotten out of.
He was dead the next morning, and I guess she probably just caused whatever damage. I don't know, but that's what you get. Like I said, we don't live close. I mean, we live close to the main road, but we also are bordered by the woods, and the where we used to live a couple of doors out from here. My mom lived here. The woods behind our house went up and over to the next neighborhood, and in that neighborhood was really kind of wooded area, and there were bobcats. And one night we were in the house, and all of a sudden I heard this god awful scream about 3 o'clock in the morning. Thought I was going to lose my mind. My kids were little. Like, I don't even know if Luke was born yet. And Lee was probably like 12, so she would have been like 7.
So Luke was born. He was only about 2.
Yeah. And so I was terrified. And it came and sat on my porch right outside my door and squalled for hours. And Jack was at work. I was terrified. So the next morning we get up, and of course it's not there. But it was a bobcat. I know it was. I know that sound. It's horrible. They give me the heebie-jeebies. So anyway, we do have critters here, and I think we had a fox at that time, and I think it
There was like something had gone in through
that
the
was the
fencing.
first time. That was the first time with the
Yeah.
first two we had. So I think
Well, I thought
something got a hold of
the
it.
cold or something got a hold of it.
We
And-
also have what is that we always see with chickens out here? Is that a mink or a something
It's
I've never seen
something.
before? It's got a great big long tail, and it's not a squirrel or anything. It runs across every time you go through there because, oh, Jody, I was scared out of my mind. I mean, I stayed up the rest of the night and just sat there and listened to that thing because literally I was sitting in the living room in the recliner, and it was maybe 8 feet to the door where it was. I mean, I could hear it. It scared me to death. But the neighbor out here that we have now, he probably has, I'm not even going to lie, he's probably got 100 chickens. Plus an albino turkey, a couple of pigs. He did have some cows, a bunch of dogs, and some cats. So there's always a critter going over there to get his chickens. And so I figured that one of those critters came and got our chickens the first time.
Yeah.
And we just didn't realize. We were too naive to know what was going on. But you know, it is what it is. Yeah.
It's part of having animals.
Well, we just live in a weird community.
Well, that too, but it's also part of having
I'm
animals.
not even going to lie. We live in a very odd community. You never know what's going to happen here.
I just had a big knot in my thread, and I got really scared that I was going to rip
Well,
it.
I'm proud of you for learning how to sew because I haven't done that in years. I did that in home ec and I just can't.
It's a nightmare.
What'd you send a request for,
The
Tank?
Facebook group?
Facebook? Is that what it was? Let me go look. Ugh. My phone is having issues. It's not the phone, it's the user.
Don't want to say my phone's having issues.
Cuz, Kristen. I did it, Tank. Thank you. Because that's the way I hide my craziness. But anyway, thank you, Tank. I put it through. So, speaking of my mama, if you are a praying bunch, I would ask that you pray for her. She has dementia. She's in the nursing home. And I got a notice the other day that the nursing home is, they're not shut down for visitation, but they are having issues. 2020 issues. Big time. And she's had what she needs to protect her, but still, and she's had it actually a couple of times, and so have I. So
Look how good that lined up.
very pretty. That's perfect. Look at that.
I didn't even realize that.
Look at
It's
you,
a
Miss
seam.
Thing. Very pretty. She used to have a sewing machine. Thank you, Tank. I
I used
appreciate
to.
that. Dementia sucks.
It does.
My mom has had, well, we've known about it for 9 years this November. So that's also part of my story. Is a very odd one. That's all I can say. But God is good, and that's okay. That's the way I leave it. Mom has dementia. My dad had Parkinson's, and then my dad died in 2015 of December, and in February 2016 we lost my brother. So it's just me. I'm a baby girl. And my two boys, and my husband. And so I'm blessed, and it's okay. But just pray for my mama. I'm sure that she's over there pulling the fire alarm for the hot, sexy
Oh, I'm
fireman to
sure.
come in. And
I'm sure.
like I said, we don't know that's why she does it, but we do know that she's been in
We
trouble.
just deal with it with humor.
She's been, yes, we do. We deal with dementia with humor because if you don't, you'll end up bawling your eyes out. And that's where I started from. And it almost put me in a mental institution. Literally, I was probably on the door because I was worried and nervous all the time and didn't know what I was doing. So if you have somebody in your family that you think is beginning that, I suggest you educate yourself because it helped me a lot when I educated myself. And I had to do that because I didn't do that with the Parkinson's. And when I did that with dementia, everything made sense. So whatever world my mama is living in is the world we're living in for the day. And if my daddy is sitting right there, my daddy is sitting right there, even though he's in heaven. Yes, they do tank, and it's scary. My brother should not have been one of those who left this world, but that was his own choice. And made it harder. But it is. And I'm younger. Like my mom and dad were 33 when I was born. But I was 36 when my youngest was born. So, hey, how are you? Good to see you. I caught your live last night.
I missed it.
Oh, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, okay. So I didn't miss it, but I was asleep.
You did miss it, but I was up just fiddling around, so I just got on there. Hey, Charity, I'm glad to see you. But it is one of those things, and so, but we don't know that she's pulling the fire alarm to see the hot fireman, but we do know that when she has nurses that she'll like want to reach out and say hi. No, Tank, you sure can't. You can't make their choices. Their choices are theirs. The only people we can control is ourselves. And I've had that hard lesson. And thank you, Brenda. I have learned. I have learned to deal. And that's why I said this week was difficult for me because I thought I was okay. And but sometimes grief hits you like a Mack truck even when you think you're okay. And I am okay. I literally am good. I have come a long way. I've learned a lot. I've forgiven a lot. And I've learned to move past. And most days I'm awesome. But there's about 2 days in the year, that day and his birthday, that killed me. And this year was really hard. But I have really good immediate family support system. I don't have a whole lot of extended family. I do, but y'all know how that goes. But anyway, doesn't matter. Crochet, crochet, crochet. But that is one of the things crochet has been so good for me. It has helped me to maintain. It has helped me to keep myself grounded and to keep myself involved in life and to, I don't know, you all know, it's therapy. I say all the time it's therapy. One, to make you feel better about things and to help you, not think about things you shouldn't. But, we always say it's therapy. It keeps you from doing things you shouldn't do.
Oh, Lord.
You say the same thing. The shirts that say, I crochet so I don't, Yeah, whatever. Oh, my goodness. I'm educating this child today. What was it earlier? Oh, we were talking about something, the screen shaking, and I said it's wobbling, and I started singing that song, and she's like, what?
I know it. It's just, it didn't click right away.
Girl, we will give you an education on music. She doesn't need the 80s education. She's got that.
I know 80s.
But we're going to give you the education of the rest of it.
60s.
Crochet is meditation.
Country.
I feel the same way, Tank. They're the worst things to get hooked on. You're exactly right. I'll never have money for anything else because I only have money for yarn, right?
Mine's yarn and scrunchies. That's why I'm making
You are
scrunchies.
hair obsessed. That's true.
I have a lot of scrunchies, and I really don't be making more, but I'm doing it anyway.
It's okay. It brings you joy.
It does.
That's what I said about.
I don't have any sunflower ones, so I need them.
Oh my goodness! It's got to be a sunflower, right?
Or a cow. I need them.
You have cow ones.
I have 2 cow ones.
I just bought you one.
And I bought another one. I have 3. I have 2 white and black cows and a pink and black cow.
She's gonna have a really rich husband because they're gonna be cows and donkeys and all kinds of mess.
And baby goats.
I know, right? I know, Tank. I used to smoke before my first one was born, and not bad. I wouldn't say I was a chain smoker, but it was kind of like social smoking. But then, when he was born, I decided not to. Do you make scrunchies? That's what she's doing right now,
I'm hand
Jody.
sewing them.
It's her first attempt at doing this kind of thing.
Second attempt, the first one.
Well, in general today. Yeah, I'm not sure where she gets this stuff from to get this wild harebrained idea that she's going to go off and do.
Okay, so
I don't know where she would get that.
I went to Dollar Tree and I said it earlier, but they had fabric and it's literally screamed my name. What are you doing?
I don't see where it's screaming Kristen. I'm showing it. See the
Mint green, and then this one is just sunflowers, and then this one is daisies and antique trucks and stuff. So
Did
was.
Did they have fat quarters? Did I see fat quarters?
I didn't see those, but I
I
saw
thought they
these,
had fat quarters.
and I'm like, what am I gonna make with just 2 inches of strips of fabric? And I went,
Spring has hair covers. You're gonna have to go dig through the things and figure out what she's got.
I'm gonna need that.
I'm gonna need that.
I'm gonna need that.
I'm gonna need to do that.
I have like
It screams tank.
Dollar Tree, at least our Dollar Tree. It was only $1.25. So if I can make 2 or 3 scrunchies.
Bun covers. I had our kitchen workers used to ask me to make those all the time. I never did, but they wanted me to at the schools because you know they have to wear them for yeah. But yep, you'll have to go look at that. But our Dollar Tree there, of course, that's a new Dollar Tree too,
new.
And it's in a very
it's a more populated
bigger
part of town.
Spring, it's the one that's in Daniels.
Yeah.
That's the Dollar Tree. They have a lot of craft supplies.
They do, and that was the only fabric I saw, but it was also on an end cap that was like seasonal.
Roxy, stop.
So Roxy. Yeah, talking to you.
Yep, that's the dog that thinks she needs to be in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that particular Dollar Tree has so many craft supplies, like across media. I mean, medium. Is it medium?
Media.
Whatever it is.
I think
Across all the craft areas, they have yarn. They have wooden stuff. They have beads. They have everything. Yeah, I said yarn, but they have scrapbooking stuff. I think they had everything. They have everything. The mesh stuff for medium. There you go. They had the mesh stuff for wreaths. All that mess. They had everything. Because every aisle I'd be like, oh, okay, I've seen all the craft stuff, and then I go down the next aisle and there'd be more, and then there'd be more, and then there'd be more.
Stores. There's always more.
Yeah, they usually don't have a lot anywhere else, but Spring's bun covers. There you go.
I spent $17 and it was fabric and hair stuff.
That's not that bad.
At Dollar Tree?
Not really.
That's a lot of stuff.
It could have been worse. It could have been Joann's.
For only one thing of fabric and hair stuff.
So I had to go yesterday. It's hubby's birthday, so there's a particular restaurant that he likes to eat at. So I went to get him dinner for his birthday, and it happens to be in the town